Yes. All right, everyone. Perfect. Okay, good morning. Thank you guys for joining. So let's go ahead and just start. You know what? Before we get into our position of lying down, we're just going to do some alternate breathing. Just a neat little technique that you can do at home at any point in time. And you know, again, just it kind of depends on how you're feeling and your breath, but basically the way that you do it, use your index finger and middle finger, and it's just going to come right onto your forehead. And then so your thumb is out, and then your ring finger and your pinky finger are out. And I'm going to mirror you guys, but well, actually I might not mirror you because it's going to look a little weird with my thumb on the other side. But basically what you're going to do is use your thumb to block off the your I guess it would be your right nostril. So I'm not mirroring everybody, but you inhale through the left and then close off the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close it off, exhale through the left. So you're just kind of alternating. So inhale through the left, close it off, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close it off, exhale through the left. A few more times, just at your own pace. You can do that for as long as feels good. And when you feel complete, you can come down onto the back body and just get as comfortable as possible. But take your time. Take your time and just kind of begin to feel things quiet a little bit with that breath. Just a nice way to begin our practice. When you're ready, come down onto the back body. You can even continue it if it feels nice. You can continue doing that if that feels good to you, or you can just relax and choose a place that you would like to begin with the legs this morning. So you could bring them just all the way out, just stretched out in front of you, and just we're going to bring the hands just for a moment onto the belly this morning. You could choose that, or you could bring the feet up and maybe bring the soles of the feet together if you feel ready for this pose already this morning. So I'm going to do some different healing postures this morning, some kind of heart healing postures. So just kind of beginning, just however you've decided to keep the legs. You can also walk the feet apart and bring the knees in together, just completely your choice. Legs stretched out, whatever feels right to you this morning. But just go ahead and just begin to breathe and just notice your breath this morning. Notice just the quality of the breath. Notice how the body is feeling this morning. Notice any tension, where we might be holding on to something. Just see if we can send the breath there into that place. Begin to ignite that Ujjayi pranayama breath. So it feels like we are fogging a mirror with the lips sealed as we breathe like this. So breathing in through the nose. Still breathing out through the nose, but just begin to let that whisper tone ignite at the back of the throat. And just notice what else is going on in the body. What's going on in the mind this morning? How are you arriving on your mat this morning? What are we holding on to? Just begin to notice whatever that is and just send the breath there. Just begin to soften. Begin to quiet the body and quiet the mind with each exhalation. Just melt. And then if you'd like to, you can open up the palms. Just let the palms come by the sides and open up the palms to the sky, and just whatever positive love and energy you have, just as you exhale, just feel that moving out into the world. Feel it moving out to your fellow yogi in your class. Feel it moving to your community, to your friends. Just send out that love that you have inside of you. So breathing in, same thing, that ujjayi breath, just letting go, but just feel that positive energy moving out. And as you inhale, just breathe it in. Same thing, just breathe in that good energy. Just let it flow through you. Just take about 10 cycles of breath here. Maybe envision just a word or a phrase, just anything that brings peace to the mind. Breathe that in and send that out. You can come back to this place at any moment in the day. Just take a few breaths just here in silence, sending this out. And then just begin to bring the palms, just one onto the heart and one onto the belly. Begin to walk the feet onto the mat if they are stretched out, or if the soles of the feet are together. Just have the soles of the feet on the mat. Just a couple more breaths. Just one hand on the heart, the other hand on the belly. Just full breath in. Feel that breath move deep into the belly, deep into the chest. Really breathe it in. Pause even at the top of your inhalation, and then just let it go just very slowly through the nose. Just push every last drop of air out. And then this time, same thing, breathing in through the nose, really nice, big breath in. Take your time to get there. And at the top of the inhalation, open the mouth, let it out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, open mouth. And just come back to a normal breath for a couple of cycles of breath. Walk the feet about hips width distance apart. Maybe lift the hips up just a little bit and kind of stretch out through the back body, really lengthen, and then just gently let those knees wiggle from side to side. Just let them, just begin to feel the outer hip open, and then just pause when the knees are over on the right-hand side. Just take a pause for a moment. and feel that left hip just begin to get a little bit heavy. Almost get a nice quadricep stretch there. And change sides. Bring the knees over to the left side. Let that right hip get nice and heavy. And just bring the knees back up through center. Just bring them back up. Pull the knees in towards the chest, just very gently. And give a nice little rock, a little massage on the low back. Maybe roll a couple of circles. And change the direction of that circle. Can lift the feet up. Oh, just lift the feet up. Let the back of the legs feel a nice big stretch coming through them. Nice big stretch coming through them. And then just begin to open the feet up just a little bit. You can even bring the elbows down if you'd like to. And just make some circles with the feet. Make some circles with the feet. And flex them back. Give them a point. Just gently guide the feet back in together. Just lift them high to the sky and bend the right knee. Interlace the hands just on top of the right shin and extend that left leg all the way out and just let it come down onto the earth. And just roll the right ankle a few times to the right, a few times to the left. And then just guide that right leg out just a little bit. So not a lot, but just a little bit. Just let the left hip get nice and heavy on the ground. Just a very subtle little opener here. Guide it back through center. Left hand's gonna come on that shin and just go ahead and guide the knee all the way over. So we begin to come into a twist. So just wanna make sure I'm not gonna, nope, there's the coffee. You can extend the leg out if you'd like to, whatever feels good here. And then maybe open up that right arm out. Just find a nice little twist. Make sure the low back feels okay here. If there's something that's just not working, then back off from it. But let that right shoulder be nice and heavy too. And you can always use a bolster or some pillows underneath the knee to cause some support. So just inhale, just breathe in. And then wring everything out. Exhale what no longer serves us, what we no longer need. Just let it go. Go ahead. Gently make your way onto the back body again. Pull that knee in. Pull that knee in. And then we're going to just bend through the left knee for a moment. Cross the right leg up on top. So come into our little figure four and reach through, grasp onto the back of the left thigh. Just take a couple of breaths just right here. Just close the eyes if you'd like to. Just breathe into where you're feeling that stretch, and as you exhale, just feel it soften. Let it go. And then go ahead and set the left foot down. Just uncross the right foot completely and windshield wiper the knees just a couple times. You can move with your breath if you'd like to. Just kind of coordinate a little dance with the breath and the body. Go ahead and bring those knees back in towards the body. Rock a little bit again. Rock a little bit. Roll a couple of circles on the back body. And then just keep the left knee this time in towards the chest. Just interlace the fingers and extend the right leg all the way out. All the way out. Pull the left knee in. Just take a moment. Let both shoulders get nice and heavy. Let both shoulders get nice and heavy. Open up. Just slightly here. Open up. Let the hip get heavy. Just take a full breath. And then bring the knee back through center. Just bring that right hand on there. Go ahead and twist your way all the way over towards the right. You can take the left hand and open it up if you'd like to, and then extend that left leg out if you want to. Totally optional. You can keep it in if that feels better, but if you want a really nice big twist, getting the whole body involved, you can extend it out. Just see what feels good. You can also use a bolster if you'd like to. Nice, gentle way to get things going on the practice this morning. I highly recommend these, actually, if you are interested. They're wonderful and easy to find online. This yoga bolsters. Multi-uses as well. Anyway, take a full breath in. Wring everything out, let it go. And then go ahead and just gently come back onto the back body. Gently come back onto the back body. Oh no, and there went the coffee. I had a bad feeling about that this morning. Well, it'll be a cleanup for later. That's okay. So go ahead and just rock back and forth with the knees. Rock back and forth with the knees. Just let everything go. And then we're going to go ahead. Let's cross the left leg up on top of the right thigh. Reach on through. Grasp onto the back of that right thigh. Get that nice hip opener going. Nice hip opener going. And then just bring it on down. Uncross, windshield wiper it out. Windshield wiper everything. And then just walk the feet in towards one another and let the knees collapse open. So give this Supta Baddha Konasana a try this morning. So reclined bound angle as it is as well. So soles of the feet come together. You can have a nice cushion underneath the head if you'd like to. Palms can be on the belly. Just take a full breath in here again. Just a nice big breath. Let it go. This is a great pose to do at the end of the day also, just to quiet the mind. One more breath here. And then walk the feet in, walk them, out. Walk the feet out, knees can come in. And let's just kind of take the reverse of it. And so just walk the feet out quite a bit towards the edges of the mat. And then you should feel a nice almost opener in the rump even area. Just take a full breath. And walk it back in, bring those knees in one more time, nice big hug. Let's come into happy baby pose. Grab onto the big toes or the outsides of the feet or the backs of the thighs, whatever feels good. Just see what feels good to you here. Maybe just extend one leg out at a time if that feels good. Just see where the body wants to move to this morning. And then when you feel complete, go ahead and just rock up to a seated position, or if rocking just doesn't feel right this morning, you can just roll over onto the side body and make your way there as well. So totally up to you, whatever feels right. And then just get comfortable in a nice seated position on your mat. Maybe you want to use a blanket. You don't have to, whatever feels good here. Just come into a nice seated position. Just take a couple of breaths. Take a couple of breaths. Let the shoulders melt down. Feel the crown of the head lift. Just take a couple of nice big breaths. Let it go. Let it go. Couple more times. Full breath in. Let it go. Gaze up towards the sky. Just feel the throat open. Breathe in. Exhale, just bring the chin all the way down towards the chest. So same thing, kind of drop the shoulders back. Feel a nice stretch through the back body. Breathe in. Let it go. And just lift up. Come back into that neutral spine. Lift the palms up towards the sky. Let's interlace the fingers and flip the palms up. Just gaze up towards the hands. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, just release, twist all the way over towards the right. Roll the right shoulder up and back. Gaze behind us. Breathe it in. Unwind, let it go. Plant the left palm, reach up with the right. Nice side body stretch. Go ahead, bring it back down. Breathe in through the heart, breathe in through the chest. Exhale, let's take a forward fold here. Forward fold. You should feel a nice stretch through the hip of whatever foot is forward here in your cross leg. And then just go ahead, walk it back up. Let's change the cross of the legs. Change the cross of the legs. Might feel a little awkward, a little different. You can always sit on a what's the word? Blanket. You can always sit on a blanket too if you'd like to. That kind of really helps lift the hips up and let the knees feel a little softer. So just a tip for next time if things feel a little awkward in this position. So let's go ahead, and this time we're just going to drop the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Drop the left shoulder down. Push that left shoulder back a little bit. Just pause right here. Don't have to make any additional movement. Just push the shoulder down and then push it back. Should feel a nice big stretch. Just take a breath. And go ahead and just soften, lift the head back up. Let the neck fall over to the other side. Same thing, drop that shoulder down. Drop the right shoulder down and push it back. Take a breath. And then gently bring it back up. Bring it back up. Just roll the shoulders out a little bit. Just roll it out, kind of soften through that area here. And then just take a couple of very gentle neck rolls. Very gentle. Maybe all the way around. If that feels good, make sure to reverse it. Go real slow here. And then just gently bring the head up. Let's go ahead. Let's lift the palms. Let's interlace once again. Flip them up towards the sky. Just gaze back. Look up towards those fingers. And then take your twist all the way over towards the left. Roll that left shoulder up and back. Find that nice big twist. Maybe gaze behind us. Breathe it in. And exhale, unwind. Plant the right hand, lift up with the left. Big side body stretch. I like to plant my left hip really in nicely here. Really big stretch through the left hand side. And then come down with the arm. Lift up through the heart, lift up through the belly. Exhale, forward fold this time on this side. So you should feel a nice big opening. on the opposite hip. Just let the head go. Let the head go. And then gently walk it up. Just walk it up. Maybe shake things out a little bit, just see where the body's feeling. Come on up onto the palms and knees when you're ready, just to make your way into your table pose. And we can do some cat-cows here. Go ahead, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze when you're ready. And exhale, round it out. Inhale, nice big lift with the palm, or lift with the tailbone and lift the gaze, and then exhale, round. One more time. Tailbone lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round, and as we round, just pause here, pull that belly in. Maybe open up the knees just a little bit, and then exhale all the way down into child's pose. And just really soften in your child's pose this morning. You can bring the arms in front of you if that feels good. You can have them come back and have your palms facing up and just the arms by the sides of the body. Or you can always bring your palms into prayer right up over the head. So several different options here. Just see where your body feels good this morning. See where it feels nourished. Just take 3 breaths here. Feel the heart really open. Feel the upper back body really open. Soften as you exhale. Let the hips melt down. Let everything go. And then just pull yourself forward from here. Go ahead and just reach the arms forward if they aren't already. Begin to lift the hips up and transition from child's pose into our heart chakra opening pose. So maybe you want to scoot the knees in just a tiny bit and let the chest come down. If it feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can always use a bolster here. This is a great place to use a bolster or a pillow. So your choice, if you have one handy. Just let the body really open up here. Let it open. And then go ahead, gently make your way all the way forward, onto the belly. Onto the belly, open up the palms nice and wide. Just scoot the bolsters so everybody can see. And open up the palms nice and wide. We're gonna make our way into our Sphinx pose. So palms are nice and wide. Open up with the chest. So roll the shoulders back, feel a nice lift through the chest and lift through the heart. You can open up the legs if it's tight through the low back, or you can seal them up. But just feel long through the back of the neck. So rather than my voice might change just a little bit, because I think my headphones went out, but hopefully you guys can still hear me right now. So just roll the shoulders up and back, open up through the heart, long through the back of the neck still. Just take a full breath right here. And then just gently melt back down, and just wiggle the hips back and forth. Wiggle the hips back and forth. Then just, you can let the head come down onto the mat if you'd like to. You can let the head come down and just shake everything out. Just be nice and relaxed here. It's a very mellow class this morning. So very, very, very gentle yoga today. Just wiggle it all out. Go ahead and find a comfortable spot for the
head and then also for the arms. So you can maybe bring the hands forward just a little bit. Just feel as though you would if you were just comfortably laying on your belly. Choose whichever side you'd like for the head. So the gaze either one direction or the other, and then lift the feet up and go ahead and just gently back and forth with the feet. Go ahead and just release the low back this way. This is a really nice pose to come into if you do have a tight low back. Take a pause for a moment. Just let the feet just stay right up at the top. And change directions with the head. So gaze in the opposite direction. And same thing, just back and forth with the feet. Back and forth. And then you can bring the head back through center. You can bring the feet back down. Let's bring the palms back underneath the elbows and just gently make your way up into table. Make your way up into table. You can step back one at a time with the feet. Just kind of walk your table out. Walk things out nice and gently. And shake the head out here. If it feels good, go ahead, transition into downward facing dog. And same thing. Walk your dog out. If down dog doesn't feel right this morning, that's okay. Just go ahead and just stay in table pose. Just walk it out, shake the head out. If you're in down dog, maybe just take a moment, just feel the shoulders roll back. Notice if the elbows are just completely straight. If they are, put a little bend into them. And be able to really feel the fingertips pushing into the mat as well. So you find some equal weight into the hands here. And then just take a full breath in. And as you exhale, just feel the hips push back slightly. Feel everything push back. And then just bring the knees down onto the earth. Bring the knees down onto the earth. And on your exhalation, sink back into child's pose. Sink all the way back and just let it go. Take a full breath in your child's pose. And let it go. Take another nice big breath right here. Soften the body, just let go. One more time, just staying in child's pose. Exhale, let it go. And then just gently make your way back up through table. Tuck the toes into downward facing dog, or you can stay in table. And then just gaze up to the palms and just 1 foot at a time, just slowly, very slowly, kind of feel a nice calf stretch, almost straighten the knee with each step forward. Walk to the hands. Take your time to get there. Just walk to the front of your mat and arrive in a forward fold when you get there. And just let the head go and grasp onto opposite elbows. Just let everything go. You can just feel the hips lift. You can let the hands go if that feels better. Just see what feels good here. Take a little bend into the knees. Open up the palms nice and wide. Lift all the way up to the sky. Breathe in and exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Just take a full breath right here. Right here. Lift through the soles of the feet. Lift through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Once again, nice big breath in, lift. Exhale, let's take a forward fold. Let's lift the palms up towards the shins, lengthen through the back of the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here on your forward fold. You can walk the feet apart if you'd like to, just a little bit. Walk the feet apart. And then your choice, you can either grasp onto opposite elbows and rock again, or if you'd like to, interlace the palms behind the back body. And then just lift the palms up and overhead. So let that be another option as well. That might feel really nice on the shoulders. Really nice big heart opener, actually. Let the head go wherever you're at. You can always keep a little bend into the knees if you'd like to. And then wherever you have the hands, just release them down. Let's all come into grasping on opposite elbows and walk the feet apart even just a little bit more. A little bit more so they're outside of the mat. And just bring the right hand down onto the mat. Right hand is going to come down. We're going to lift up with the left hand. Lift up with the left hand. Breathe it in. Maybe take a little bend into the knee if that feels good. You can kind of alternate knees. Just get a nice big stretch here through the psoas. Change it up. So opposite hand comes down onto the mat. Lift up. Open up. Maybe gaze up to the palm. If you'd like to, you can take a couple of bends through the knees, just back and forth. Bring that hand down. Bring it down. Once again, just back and forth. Back and forth. And then bring the hands down onto the mat. Walk the feet back in. Nice bend into the knees. Lift all the way up. Gaze up to the palms. Breathe in. And exhale, palms to heart center. One more time. Let's flow. Let's inhale. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Melt it down. Inhale, palms to the shins, find some length. Exhale, forward fold. This time just rise all the way up, push into the feet, breathe in. Exhale, palms to heart center. So your choice here, you can move as quickly or as slowly as you'd like, but we're going to pull the belly in. We're going to feel like we're sitting down a little bit here. So this is a little bit, you can make this as gentle or as non-gentle as you'd like to. So just making your way into a chair pose here. So go as slowly or as quickly as you'd like to. And we're just gonna make our way all the way down onto the rump. So take your time. If going down, if the knees aren't feeling that today, just gently make your way down. But you can go as slow or as quickly as you'd like to with that. And kind of charge up the old quadriceps and rump a little bit. So just coming here, reaching the feet forward, lifting up through the heart, taking a nice full breath in. Just let the shoulders melt, breathe in. You can always use a blanket underneath the bum if you'd like to, but just take a moment, kind of make sure the sit bones are on the earth. You can remove a little cushion out from underneath you. Lift up through the heart, lift the gaze, exhale. We're going to take a nice forward fold. Nice forward fold. Let the head go. Let the head go. And then just gently, gently make your way up. Make your way up. Just bring the right knee in towards the chest. Right knee is going to come in towards the chest. Just give it a nice hug. You can even bring it all the way over onto the opposite side here. So you can bring the right foot over on the opposite side. And then just lift up with that left hand. And reach behind us. Roll the shoulder. Take a gaze behind. And then just gently unwind from it. Go ahead and unwind. Reach that foot forward. Just shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. Let's change it up. So let's bring the left knee in, cross it up and over. Just hold it, give it a nice hug. If it doesn't feel good to cross it over, you can always leave the foot right here. But give it a nice big hug. Let's see here. And then reach back behind us. I am off here. Something's not right. Did I do this side already? Do whichever side you did not do the time before. Something feels a little off here. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And then just gently unwind. Uncross that foot. Reach it out. Reach it out. And then just one more time, we're going to take a forward fold. Just breathe in through the nose, lift up through the heart, exhale, take a forward fold. Take a forward fold, let it go. Shake it out. And then just gently make your way up. Gently make your way up. And we're gonna make our way actually already into our final posture this morning, our Savasana. So any postures that feel like you might be craving that we haven't quite gotten into this morning, go ahead and take them. If you want to do an additional twist right now, you can. If you would like to do anything, just go ahead and enjoy it. Take your time. Just make your way into your final posture, whatever you would like. And when you're ready, make your way into your Savasana. So reaching the feet out, getting as comfortable as possible. You can always bring the legs up against the wall if you'd like to. Just go with what feels right this morning. Just take a couple of breaths in. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. And let the eyes soften. You make your way into your Savasana. Just really begin to release and let go. Take your time and just stay here this morning. Take your time, just let go. Just remember to breathe in that goodness and send it out to the world as well. Just really meditating on that love and kindness. Seeing the good, seeing the light. Walking as though our feet are kissing the earth. And stay here as long as you'd like in your Savasana. And thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's always so wonderful to see everybody. And I wish everybody just a wonderful week. And just be present. And just be love and be light. And be happy and be free. Namaste.